Recording? Oh yeah, it's done. It's gone. Okay, I'm just gonna... Ooh. Okay.
Okay, near, fear, I think ocean. I think like under the ocean, like through the reefs and...
I'll fix it. One day, me and my friend Pete, we were going to go troll for mermaids because all the ladies on the land, they weren't doing it for us. They mostly turned us down because we're a little overweight and unemployed. So we went down to the dock and rented a little schooner. The sails were broken and the motor didn't really work, but we said, hey, we'll just float around for a while, see what comes up. Well, our first hour out, we caught some trout, cooked them up and ate them, and then threw in the bones as bait. Waited for the mermaids. We figured we'd bait them and they'd bait us, and we'd have some fun. We both passed out, and when we woke up, it was dark out. We heard a beautiful song, like an angelic voice calling to us. We looked on a rock, and there they were, all our mermaids sitting on this rock saying, hey boys, we got fresh cold ones because you're looking a little warm, and we got some Netflix and a nice comfy couch. Look at this couch, it's a lazy boy convertible. And we said, alright, so we went to row the little boat over there, and they were like, no, you gotta jump out and swim. We're surrounded by a coral reef, you'll break your boat. So we both jumped in, and then all of a sudden, lightning cracked, and the clouds came in, and Poseidon himself said, God damn it, what you doing in my waters, boys? And we said, no, I'm sorry. And he took a whirlpool and turned us around and sucked us down into the deep, dark blue. We couldn't see shit, and I knew that moment I had lost Pete forever. I held on, I held my breath, and I went deeper and deeper till the crushing weight blew my eardrums in, and all I could feel was my own eyeballs pushing against my brain. And I thought that was it, that moment, that would be it, and I'd see the light, but all I saw was dark. I woke up in mer jail. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in jail, but mer jail is very different. You can't breathe. I puttered around for a little while holding my breath. I was surprised how long I could hold it, and I looked through the bars. There were sharp coral bars, and I cut my hands with barnacles when I tried to grab them, but I had to try and poke my head out. And I saw Mer Warden, and I said, hello, Mer, sir. Maybe you could be of assistance. I don't know why. I'm not aware I was trespassing. Back where I live, there's signs posted clearly saying no trespassing. I didn't see anywhere I was, and I was just trying to get some mer tail. This mer warden, he reminded me of somebody I knew back. You know, old Bill at the liquor store. He's always cleaning his guns and staring at you like you ain't supposed to be there. But yet his wife's trying to ring you up and give you hot coffee and be super accommodating. He looked like him, and he acted like him too. He walked up to me and said, "Son, I don't think you know how deep in you are right now." I said, "Well, it feels like 20,000 goddamn leaks. My eardrums are blown, and my eyeballs are against the back of my brain." And he said, "Yeah, I guess you do know how deep you are."
Yeah. Because then at the end of the week, you're like, the fish be all back together. We're like,
So he told me my friend Pete was actually okay. Poseidon took a liking to him because he told funny jokes on the way down in the whirlpool. And I said, well, I gotta see Pete. We gotta get out of here. Lenham's on at 10. The mer warden said, okay, let's see what we can do. And he opened the coral bars and let me out, and we went swimming up to Poseidon's palace, and there was Poseidon with all those sneaky little mer bitches who snuck us over to that coral just to get us crashed. Turns out they were his daughters, and they were what you call sirens. What we call them on the land is whores. They knew their dad would get pissed off. They saw some country folk coming up and talking to them, so they did that to trick us. Pete was pretty ashamed and abashed, but he was eating some sweet little crab legs, and he had a little tray. I said, Pete, how the fuck do you get treated so well? I got treated so bad. He said, well, sorry, but I kind of sold you out. And I said, what? And he said, I didn't know we were going to live. I thought we were going to drown to death, so I made up some shit about how it was all your idea, and you were there to kill the king, and I was his faithful servant and all this. And I said, Pete, that is the most unbelievable shit anyone could ever say. You know, if anything, you're the one that always gets us in his shit. And he said, hey man, what about that one time at the trailer park you tried to blow up that cat with M80s? I said, now the past is the past, and we gotta live in the now. How the fuck are we gonna get out of sea prison? He said, well, I have an idea. I said, what? I see. He said, see that trident over there? Poseidon's trident. Right now he's taking a dump. That thing shoots water lightning. I said, what the fuck is water lightning? He's like, it's kind of like normal lightning, but in the water. And I said, what's that going to do? He said, it's going to kill all the fishes. I said, you fool. That's going to kill us too. He said, no, I have an idea. I said, what? He said, see that over there? I said, yeah, what's that? He said, that's a helium tank. I figured we ride that mother out the top of the ocean like lightning, and then shoot this trident down, and we fry everyone and have a big cookout and bring all this back to land because our schooner can't be that far. I said, well, that sounds like a pretty good idea. But just as we were leaving, we noticed one of the merwenches was looking at us kind of sad. I said, what's wrong, lady? She said, I'm sorry, my big sister played that mean awful joke on you. I'm sorry your eardrums are blowing, your eyeballs in the back of your brain, but I don't want my dad to die. I just hope you can find a better solution. I said, like what? She said, well, he really likes that Super Nintendo. You guys got one of those? I said, yeah, I think we could set him up fine. I was just seeing one at the thrift store the other day. I want to play. I play more modern stuff like, you know, Sega Genesis, stuff like that. She said, well, he loved Nintendo. So why don't you take this little boat and go out and get that Nintendo? And I said, all right, we'll see what can happen. So me and Pete went back to land. Got out on the beach looking like a couple of freaks with my eyeballs pushed back into my brain as they were. We went to the thrift store and we found that Nintendo and we brought it back. But we played a mean awful joke on him because the first time he turned it on, he realized the game was frozen. And you gotta blow in those fucking cartridges to get them to work, man. Everybody knows that, but you can't blow on something underwater. So we were back in the park, just hanging out, sitting under the trees, enjoying the breeze, looking up at the sky and talking about the shapes of clouds. And how most clouds mostly look like blobs. Like, you know, when you're sitting there with your buddies when you're little, you look at them and you're like, oh, that one's a rabbit, that's a dragon, that's my dad's Camaro. Nah, you really look up when you grow up and you realize they look like blobs. Every cloud looks like a big bowl of tapioca that someone threw on the floor at bingo night. So, anyway, we heard Poseidon go, dang it! Now I'm never going to play the Ghostbusters game. And I said, that's right. What? Oh, yeah, we got him good. Yeah, me and Pete have fun. What?